Hey guys, this is Snakestar95 from Slither Games, and I'm going into Fire Dragon. It's a random group. I have done it maybe 5 times now, I want to say, so I'm getting the hang of things, but I will say I'm still learning it. I do need better gear still, but I figured I would do a just kind of live commentary going right into it and see what happens. Right now, this is a full random group. I have 2 people in here that are level 50 and one that's level 59, so that means I am the max here, which makes you think I might even have the highest gear score. I kind of hope that's not the case, because I don't think I have enough damage yet to be carrying by any means. My gear score is, what, 2842? Which isn't bad, but it's not above 3,000, I'll say that much. I'm also kind of hoping these people know how the dungeon works. I still don't know if it's a dungeon or a raid. I believe it's a dungeon, but a lot of people call it a raid. But aren't the chaos raids the ones that are actually a raid that aren't out yet? I think that's how it works. But yeah. Now, I learned a lot of it last night, which is probably not gonna, it might not matter to this video based on, you know, when I said last night. But anyway, I learned it with some friends that we had a full group, and they kind of taught me how the dungeon works. And in doing so, I kind of learned a lot. I can't figure out the pattern yet on how he jumps around to know specifically where, you know, the fire dragon's gonna be. I'm probably gonna say fire dragon up heroes far, just a heads up. But I do have most of it figured out. Yeah, I'm a little anxious. I never reset my damage either. Probably like a million. Whatever. Stupid mistakes. Rookie mistakes. Yeah, I feel like this one's gonna be like 20 minutes. I haven't done it. I don't think I've done a 7-minute one yet. I've done like 10 minutes, which isn't too bad. I'm just running here because I'm already here. So I kind of was just recording this, but I was thinking, I mean, I can kind of talk about the basics of how this fight works as well. So I think we got, yeah, we might not have got him into. No, we got him into face. So right now he's going to do a tail whip, which does good damage, but you can avoid it if you go on top of him. A lot of people I don't think know that. You can't do that to avoid his body slam, which he's doing now. He'll do this 3 times. He'll do in a different order, middle, right, and left. Once he does the middle, you know the middle's safe for the most part. It's still a pretty narrow gap. He's doing a body slam right now. This is really bad for melee people. If he's in the bottom right corner where I am, it's pretty safe usually. He's going to do a flame blast. Fortunately, I'm not getting hit by it. Our group is very spread out. This is tough for me to talk about because I'm not an expert, so I'm not the one that should be saying what people are doing wrong. So it's silly for me to be doing that. Alright, he's going back to charges. But I'm in a pretty good spot. The fact that a group's split is pretty bad. Or I guess he's doing a body slam, or body roll, rather. Now he's going back to charges. So when he goes to his charges phase, he'll do charges back and forth. Right now, he's just doing ones toward us, which is, I don't think there's any pattern to that. Then eventually he'll do charges which go to each of the corners. Sometimes I think it goes up to the top middle. Pretty much the way that works is, I don't know how many it is, but there is a way to know the pattern of where he's going to end up stopping. It's always one of the corners, so bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. Right now he's doing those charges, I believe. I do not know how to track that yet, so I can't say that much. So right now I'm doing pretty good at dodging the burn buff, debuff, which you just put on me, but I did get it. It can stack up to, I believe, 5 times. When it hits you once, if you want to get it off, you go to the bottom area I just pointed out. He's doing a tail whip, which as long as you're either on top of him or, I believe, underground, you dodge it. I don't remember if the pits block it or not, dodge it or not. I think it does, but I'm not positive. It's always a solid guess, like a solid bet to go off to the edge. Like I was saying, to get rid of that burning debuff, you just go over to that little temple spot there for a few seconds, the blue area. Right now I'm in a bad area because I'm away from everyone, but I'm kind of okay with it because they're getting the fire blast and I'm not. Which I said too soon. That made me think it was a laser for a second. But to say, like, that's too early. There's no pits yet. We can't do that. That's not how this works. Alright, he's gonna come back out. I'm just getting some damage in. It's just a charge. That charge hits me majority of the time. Shit. Wasn't trying to do that at the time. Yeah. That's the roar. As long as you get down You have to be either in a pit or, or off the side in order to dodge it. Once you dodge the roar, it just does a stun. In the first phase of the fight, it's really not too much to worry about. He doesn't do a follow-up attack, which is nice. It just means the fight's going to take longer because you're not spending that time DPSing. What's he doing? Just some basic attacks. Charging at people. Not a full charge, but a little bit just to be douchey. Knock people over. I'm not doing like a good rotation right now because this fight, I guess, I don't know. My AoE attacks aren't great for when he's running around like now. I feel like when he's on fire like that, that's probably when he has the attack going. Not attack, the charges, the full charges, but I'm not sure if that's how that works or not. I gotta get out of here. I have 2 stacks. I try to keep my stacks low on the burn because I'm still early gear-wise, in my opinion. I'm not... Oh, shit. It's gonna hit me. I'm not terrible, but especially with people that are... Fuck! Oh, sorry. I thought he was gonna hit me again. Don't hit me with the tail whip. He's doing a lot of body slams right now. I lost everything I was trying to say, so don't remember any of that. I think the pits are about to open, but... The fact that we're probably taking so long to do this fight is gonna make it not happen. I'm on a 3-second delay? What do you mean? Your game? One of the guys just said that. I mean, as long as the priest is good. I don't know enough about how they work to be like, oh, they are doing this thing, or oh, they're not doing anything. So I got hit by the roar stun. You can watch, he literally does nothing. The second phase of the fight, which is pretty obvious, you'll see in the video later. You know, he can follow up. Usually it's not the worst thing, but he can follow up with a laser attack, which the pits are now open. As you can see, this little hole here that I just dropped into and then jumped up stupidly out of. Those holes, when he does a laser attack, you need to get away from it. You need to get either into the hole or off to the edge. I usually go with the edge, but in the second phase of the fight, you have to go into a hole. Alright, he's doing tail whip probably. Yep, so I'm hitting. No, he's not. So tail whip, you dodge by staying on him if you want, or go to the edge. I don't remember if pits work or not still. But if he does the tail slam, then you're not going to dodge it by being on him. He'll just knock you off. Which it didn't seem like it did too much damage, but still, you don't need to take damage for no reason. Just making everyone's life harder, and then you're probably going to get the burn effect on you as well. Oh my god, this fight's going to take a long time. This is going to be a long video. I have a feeling. I should probably look into a guild with, like, that actively does stuff. So he's chilling in that corner. He's doing a tail whip. I could have got on him. So like I've mentioned, some of these corners, spots like where I am right now, are pretty solid. I'm not going to get hit by that. I'm far enough, especially as a ranged character. He is doing what? Flame. Okay, flame breath. Laser. Let's see, are they all going to get hit by it? Alright, one died to it. Laser. Right? Alright. So usually, as long as you're on one side, depending on which way he goes, I think if it's right to left, you're safe. I don't really mess with it too much. I'm so used to having a good priest that'll heal me while I'm in the flame breath. I got lucky my last pub dungeon was a pretty good group. Wasn't too bad. I sure recorded that one. I'm just looking at the health of the boss. It's just like, it's sad. Because I know I'm not an expert by any means. What is it? Tail whip. See, we're safe by being on it. And my health is really low. Oh. Slam. How many burnt? Alright, I only have 2 on me, but it's about to end. I was just about to double check. So some of you know about the burn debuff. Oh my god, I'm not like focused right now. I'm a little worried. Oh my god. Heal me. Group's not staying together. Laser. The flame debuff, when it ends, regardless of how many stacks you have, all the stacks go away once laser. So he does it kind of like a groan when he's about to do a laser. It's a flame breath. And he'll turn his head to the side, which is usually an indication of which way it's coming from. Regardless of which way it's coming from, I just get out of the way because I don't want to even risk it. I still need to learn it a bit better. I went down pretty quick. Alright, so that doesn't dodge that. Good to know. Told you, I'm still learning. This, honestly, this might be like a 25 minute video. This is going to be grindy. I just hope we're able to do it. Honestly. Depends. If I get a little better with my DPS, it'll definitely help. Tail whip. Right? Right. So these corner spots are really good. They can... The corner spots are solid to have your whole group at. I was going to get rid of my burn, but I just realized it went away anyway. They're good to be at because exactly like in that case, I was able to dodge the flame breath. You can usually dodge the laser depending on the side it's coming from, which is happening again. That guy was fighting behind him and didn't get hit. Right to left, laser. He always does that roar. It confuses me a little later on in the second phase because he does a similar roar for something else. Right now I'm playing a lot safer just because I don't really trust this group, unfortunately. That's a charge, it looks like. Yep. He does, I have mentioned before, he does charge the corners, but there are times when he'll charge toward a player. I think it's based on how you saw I had to target, kind of like they have crosshairs on our feet. I think when you have the crosshairs on your feet, he's choosing players to target to go toward. And when that happens, it's the group I was playing with, even though I wasn't doing it and they didn't say anything about it. It's probably good to stay left to right on the bottom or top so he focuses that area so it's a lot easier to target him, especially if you're a ranged player. Laser, right to left, or vice versa, I guess. I worded that wrong. And he'll do that a lot sometimes, like in a row, like see, he's doing it again. This is where I get quiet now because I'm just like, laser. I feel like the side he does it on, he's always a little bit ahead of it. So that's a good way to know, like, alright, I'm safe. Like, see, we're going to be safe here. I don't trust it because I still don't trust my judgment. And I want to be quick, like I want to be on top of it. Alright, he's going to start charging toward us. He's going to charge down. Nope, body roll. Anytime he looks towards someone, I assume he starts charging. But that's really a bad thing for me to assume. Because in reality, he could just be doing a flame breath. Even though he's pretty quick on those usually. Diving toward us. Still toward us. And he'll stop. Once he stops, it's like, alright, he's going to that area in a way. Like he'll look at someone and stop instead of, alright, tail whip, please. Yes. Good. I don't like this area as much because it's a little bit harder to, like, you don't have like that solid corner spot to chill in. Heads up, that body, or not body slam, but that tail slam, it can, oh, where's the pit? It's a little farther ahead of me, but I can't really see it. I don't trust people. The tail slam, I feel like it can hit you even when you're not at laser. So I don't know, I feel like it's you have to really be careful. There's plenty of us have gotten hit by it when we weren't even at laser. This burn hurts. I've been spoiled by like my first 4 grr. What does that mean? Laser? I never see the text bubble, but I always hear him say something. So, as I mentioned, there is a grr text bubble up here when he's going to do the laser. Just worth noting. Priests can heal you through that flame breath and you'll be fine. Ours, I think, I don't know who's who, honestly. Just saying enough. I think ours ran away to get rid of the burn buff. And if you have a good priest, people will just fight through the burn buff. Unless it gets like 5, then it's probably a shit show. Sorry, I was just checking the time on the video for a second. Yeah, no, I should probably look into a solid guild for running stuff. My guild I just kind of joined because I wanted to be in a guild. I was hoping there was something to do with buffs. I didn't realize they're not always on. They're buffs like... Is this safe? Okay. They're buffs in the way that... Oh, what did I do? I'm still curious about this eye bubble guy. What buffs the guild has to pay for, which I didn't know. Left to right. I'm going to try to get better at this. Left to right. Okay. I don't know. I'm watching bubble. It's interesting. that player. I'm curious to see if you can just like easily avoid the laser. As a melee character, they might be doing the right thing, but I don't know. All right, so we're going on to the second phase finally. This is like, I probably would have finished this a couple times. At this part, most people will mount up so they can get through the lava quicker, but you need to get a buff from those guys to go across this part. Otherwise, you probably die or take a lot of damage. I haven't run it without the buff yet. You can also grab onto the fire dragon when he's charging over this way. So that's a kind of neat little detail to know as well. You don't have to, but I guess it could save time for people who are maybe trying to rush it for 7 minutes. Thank God they're healing, so I'm not dead immediately. So I have a couple tips here. This area, laser sucks. Happens a lot. He does a new attack with the fireball, which you can kind of dodge pretty easily as long as your team doesn't screw you over. Laser. So the left to right laser, obviously, I don't know, it can be pretty quick. There's a laser that he does quick that sneaks up on you. This is a flame breath. So far what I've noticed, and I'm pretty sure it's the case, he always does a spin, or at least after every spin he'll do a flame breath. Fireball. So this spot works as long as you don't get a teammate that will come near you, because if he tries to hit you with a fireball, it hits the wall, and then it doesn't count on the floor. So as a ranged player, this is a great spot. I screw my laser. Nope. See, I mixed that up. Sometimes I screw myself up when I do my rocket launcher, but you can see right now, just then that was like 2 or 3 balls that didn't hit me. So that was nice. Alright, we're past that. He's doing the flame. I'm watching my health every time that happens, so I don't get as focused on using my abilities, I will say. That's mainly if I don't trust the priest. Fire breath. But we're in good position. A lot of us are together, which I'm glad to see. I think this part, it's a lot easier to burn through damage. Laser. And it is pretty easy to tell the difference between the laser and fireball. I usually listen to the audio cue, and that's why I assume it's always laser. So I get very anxious. I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to get hit by it. Which isn't a bad thing, but it's bad if you're calling it for the rest of your group and everyone jumps down. So that's a roar. You can dodge that if you catch it in time by going into the pit. Like I said, he can follow up and hurt you pretty bad here. This is a whip. Okay, yeah, pit safe. Just trying to remember. You might be able to grab onto him for that one. I don't know if you can grab onto him here. I've never tried it. I'm kind of curious. Nah, I don't think so. Right now, that's a double, so a second body slam. I keep saying, I think my group was saying body slam. I can't remember. Yeah, they said I think body slam and roll. That's fireball. Oh shit, I screwed up. You gotta get there before there's one there, so now I'm safe. As long as no one else comes over here to screw at me. I'll probably avoid using my rocket launcher just to not get, mess it up. Mess myself up around there. I don't need to be here anymore. Fire. No. See, that one screwed me up a little too. I wasn't sure what it was. He's gonna have a quick. That's gonna be whip. Shoot. Stupid. Something to know. Oh, body slam. Nope. Something to know about his laser that I learned when playing. Whip. No slam. God damn, that's a lot of freaking slams. Just trying to say about his laser. The farther you are from the laser, the less damage you'll take when you get hit by it. That's a laser. No, it's not. Oh my god. I'm sorry for anyone watching this trying to learn from me. At least you'll learn about this spot, because I don't think a lot of people know about this area. Something I forgot to do before this dungeon as well is use it's called Sign of Light. Fireball. That's a bad one. So Sign of Light, among others, there are souvenirs you can put in your home, and those will give you buffs. So Sign of Light is one that gives you piercing. I think it's 3%. Something I'd like to take advantage of, but I forgot to. That's a laser. So the reason we know that was a laser is because he did his gar. He's doing it again. I saw the speech bubble that time, and he picks his body up and looks to the side. That was on. I'm a little anxious to call it because I'm not always sure at this point. Flame. At this point, also, I didn't mention your fire buff. You're just stuck with it. There are areas on the sides, but I don't think those are for dealing with the buff. Getting rid of it. Could be wrong. I don't know who died. I think that's the priest. That's laser just going in here. Yeah, the priest died. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they insted. So I kind of was trying to use... Going too far. Oh, fireball. Cool. Works for me. I can get my damage in. Not going to rocket launcher because it kicks me back, and I don't want to risk that. I will get reload so I can use my 5 ability, I forget what it's called. When it drops a bomb. Rocket launching, because we're switching. Laser. I didn't hear anything on that one, so that was... I could have just died. I was just lucky I was paying attention. See the text bubble? That's laser. I can barely see it because of the health bar. I don't know if other people have a different or better setup, maybe more zoom. Just doing it again. Usually, I feel like people fight on the left side of it. I don't think it matters too much. It's just easier for healers if you're fighting all together, because it's easier for them to heal. I was looking at a video earlier of Balrog. Oh, I just climbed up by accident. That was silly. Oh, it would have been fine. I was climbing in the tile, and I was waiting to get up. And little did I know, it just made me climb up. If you watch that, you'll see it. So I didn't jump. I know better. That's a fireball. See, I don't think he made a sound that time. Because I haven't been able to figure it out yet. I don't think he makes a sound for that. But finally, we're coming to the end of the fight. I don't want to let go of my attack, so I want to get that final blow. Oh, I didn't get it. Whatevs. I got my A. I've been getting A non-stop, so that's pretty cool for me. I don't know how much it means, but good job, guys. You always be nice to people. Shit, man, that's the second of my weapon I've gotten in a row. I've gotten 3 of them so far, too. What do you say? That was my first time? Sorry for the sloppiness. That was my first time. No worries. Everyone's gotta learn somehow. I'm being nice. Look at me, guys. This was a long recording, but I'll probably upload it. It's like 20 minutes. Maybe I'll kind of throw this up as like a little walkthrough, but then do a maybe like quick few minute guide, cut up bits from this video and throw that together for like a really quick guide for people that are looking to learn the fight quick. Because I feel like it is very stressful going into hard dungeons not knowing anything. I 100% understand that. Otherwise, though, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something about the Fire Dragon dungeon. I plan to continue helping you guys out. I'll probably write up an article at some point. I might upload this video before then. I'm not sure. We'll see. Yeah. Otherwise, if you have any questions about the fight, feel free to ask below. If you have any tips to let me even know, I appreciate it. Literally, I think that was my 6th time, maybe? 5 or 6? It's somewhere around there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is Snake75 from Slithery Games. Checking out.